What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Migz here, and today I bring you some Rush Duels. That's right, as you can tell, Neo-Spacians and Heroes are finally in Rush Duel. I don't really play Rush Duel that much, but when it comes to Heroes, I gotta try it out. You know, it's so much fun, and I hope they come to the TCG soon. But let's get into deck profile. Obviously, it's a NEOS deck. You play triple Elemental Hero NEOS. Look at that. The artwork is just cool. Double Elemental Hero Sparkman. Man, this takes me back to when they were first released in the last millennium, or Elemental Energy, or all of those back in the day. Double Clayman, 2000 defense is good again. Then triple Burstinatrix and triple Avion for the fusions. And now, the new heroes. Rising Hero Tantalum. Requirements: send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. Effect: this card gains 400 attack until the end of this turn. Then, if you have a face-up warrior type fusion monster in your field, you can return one face-up level 8 or lower monster from your opponent's side of the field to your hand. It's a level 7, but it's okay because remember, we can summon anything and then just tribute summon 2. Perfect. Then the new Rising Hero Agent as well. Requirement: reveal one level 6 or 7 warrior fusion monster in your extra deck to your opponent. Excavate the top 4 cards of your deck. You can add up to 2 excavated normal monsters whose names are mentioned as material on the monster revealed to meet the requirements to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So obviously, we want to reveal Flame Wingman to get Burstinatrix and Avion. Then we get one Bubble Man. Then we play triple Aqua Dolphin. Same thing, send one card from your hand to the graveyard. Look at your opponent's hand. You can send one monster with attack less than or equal to the attack of the face-up monster with the highest attack on your field from it to the graveyard. Then you inflict 500 damage. Same thing, continuous effect. This card gains attack equal to the number of spell trap cards on your opponent's field by 400. We play triple Neo-Spacian Aqua Dolphin and Neo-Spacian Flare Scarab. We're back, baby. This just feels so good. It feels so old school, but new. You know what I mean? Then we play one hero boy. The kid is now a boy. You have requirement: you have fusion or skyscraper in your graveyard. Fusion is the new polymerization. Add up to 2 warrior normal monsters and or fusion from your graveyard to your hand. Then send one monster from your field to the graveyard. So you said itself. So fusion is the new polymerization because polymerization is a legend, and in Rush Duels you're only allowed to play 1 legend card of each type. So fusion is fusion summoned by sending face-up monsters on your field to the graveyard as material. So they have to be face-up, but that's no problem because you can summon as many times as you want in Rush Duels. Then 1 legend polymerization. We got to play it. Then the new triple elemental circulation. This card is nuts. Reveal one level 6 or 7 warrior type fusion monster from your extra deck to your opponent and send 1 warrior type monster whose name is mentioned as material on that monster from your hand to the graveyard. Effect: draw 3 cards. Then send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. You can activate monsters' effects for the rest of the turn except warrior type monsters. That's fine. All our deck is warrior. This card is nuts. Draw 3 -1 for heroes. Oh my god. This is insane. Then we play triple Miracle Fusion because obviously we send a lot to the graveyard. Triple Skyscraper is a lot better in Rush Duels than it is in the TCG. Effect: while this card is face up on the field zone, face up Elemental Hero Avion, Burstinatrix, Clayman, Sparkman, Bubbleman, Neos, level 5 through 8 warrior type fusion monsters on the turn player's field gain 1000 attack. So they just get buffed just for being on the field. And all the fusions obviously get buffed. All the fusions get buffed. So this is just a lot better. You know, it specifically names these guys, which is, you know, tied to the Skyscraper, but that's fine. Then we play 1 legend Mirror Force. Mirror Force is just so crazy. Then we play this new Ship of 7 Treasures. It's pretty good. Send 1 monster from your hand to the graveyard. Effect: draw 1 card. So 1 for 1. Then if you sent a level 7 monster to the graveyard, you can draw an additional card. So that's why we play this. We need the draw power. Now let's go to the extra deck. You of course know Elemental Hero Shining Flare, Wingman. Same thing. This card gains attack equal to the number of warrior type monsters in your graveyard. Funny thing about Rush Duels, there's no archetypes in Rush Duels. Well, not yet anyway, but there's no archetypes. There's just types. So that's why it mentions warrior. When this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage equal to the attack. Then the new Elemental Hero Impulse NEOS. Elemental Hero NEOS and Aqua Dolphin. You can summon this card by contact fusion. I think that's the first mention we've had by contact fusion in the actual physical card game at all. Effect, destroy one face-up level 9 Loro monster on your opponent's field. That's it. It's not a discard effect, it's just you just pop a monster. Amazing. Then double Elemental Hero Heat NEOS. Elemental Hero NEOS and Flare Scab. Requirements, send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Effect, this card gains attack equal to the number of cards on the field times 200 this turn. It would have been better if it was a continuous effect, but I guess they wanted to make it different enough from Flare NEOS, you know what I mean? But also it, piles up your grave, which in Rush Duels, that's a big thing. Then Thunder Giant, send 1 card from your hand, destroy 1 face-up monster on the field, which original attack less. This card, triple Flare Wingman Rush. With this card, destroys the more opponent monster by battle. Send it to the graveyard, inflict damage. Same thing. Then the new Elemental Hero Burst Wingman. Burst, because it's the other form of Burstinatrix. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard is a requirement. 1 face-up warrior monster on the field gains 1,000 attack until the end of your opponent's turn. Then you can destroy 1 spell and trap your opponent controls. That is so good. This card becomes 31 or anything else becomes. And then you get to pop a card of field. Then 1 Mudball Man, because 3,000 booty is just unbeatable. But that's the Rush Duel deck profile for now. I know some new support recently got released, but when that comes out, then we'll get into it. But as far as this is the list, let's get into some Rush Duels, you know what I mean? Alright, here we are. My opponent is going first. They play that spell, the Ship of 7 Treasures. They're playing Magnets. Beta, the Eternal Magnet Warrior. Even Magnet Warriors got no support in Rush Duel. Konami, when are we getting the Rush Duel? Here in the TCG, everybody wants it. The cards are beautiful. Let's get it. So this card's name becomes Beta the Magnet Warrior this turn. Then you can future summon by sending rock monsters. So they play that again. Then they activate Wasteland, which is nice. They summon this guy. They set 2 and pass. So it's my turn. I draw the Legend Polymerization. So right away, I go into the Burst Wingman. Burst Wingman effect. I send the top card. He gains 1,000 attack. Then I can pop a card. I pop Repulsive Force when your opponent no more special summons monster, or when a monster declares an attack. Shuffle 3 rock monsters from your graveyard. Then change 1 face-up monster your opponent controls face-up defense position. That's actually really good. So I declare an attack, but I get Mirror Force, unfortunately. So in Rush Duels, you draw up to you have 5 cards in your hand each turn. They play the 7 ships. They draw a card. They play another Wasteland. They summon Beta. Then they summon Protorion, the Magna Warrior. Send this card face up from your field to the graveyard. Add up to 2 rock type normal monsters from your graveyard to your hand. Then you can fusion summon by sending rock type monsters from your hand and their field to the graveyard as material. So it does both. So he activates the effect and just fuses into Alpha the Magnet Cavalry. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Requirement. During your main phase, this card will special summon. Set 1 Magnet Twin Saber and or 1 Repulsive Force from your graveyard in your spell and trap card zone. So they set the Repulsive Force and they just attack with me directly. It's my go. I draw 3. I activate Skyscraper. I summon Sparkman, but he flips it face down. And remember, because of the field spell, Sparkman gains 1,000 attack on my turn. So they shuffle 3 back and set it to my field. Then I set a Mirror Force and pass. Well, they draw 3. Pot of Arrogance. During the turn, you have not activated a spell card. Draw 2 cards. You cannot activate spell cards for the rest of this turn. That's fine. It's a lot of monster-based effects. Then we got the Gamma, the Eternal Magnet Warrior. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. This card's name becomes Gamma the Magnet Warrior this turn. You can fusion summon by sending rock-type monsters from your hand and their field to the graveyard as material. So they're focused on the new fusions. They fuse another Alpha the Magnet Warrior again. They activate the effect. They set the Magnet Pulse again. And I Mirror Force. And now I draw 3. I flip the Wingman. I activate the Ship of 7 Treasures, sending the Neo. So I draw 2. Then I send another one, sending the Burstinatrix, and I draw 1. Then I activate Miracle Fusion. And Miracle Fusion. Fusion summon a warrior type monster that cannot be special summon except by fusion summon by placing monsters on the field and their graveyard at the bottom of your deck. So there's no banishing in Rush Duels. They go to the bottom of your deck. To summon Burst Wingman, but he activates the Repulsive Force. But he sets my my Sparkman, but that's fine. So I summon the Flare Scarab, and then I tribute summon for the Neos, and just go 66 to the face and pass. He activates another repulsive force. Then he tribute summons the Protorian, the Magna Warrior, summons Alpha, sets the repulsive force and passes. There's nothing he can really do, so I just draw. I activate another. The reason I activate a Skyscraper is because I need the Hero Boy's effect to go off. I need Skyscraper Fusion in the graveyard, but he Neos forces me anyway. The Neos, that's fine. So I activate Neos Force. I activate Hero Boy's effect to get the Sparkman back and the Burstinatrix and send them to the graveyard. I reveal the Neos Pulse, send the Aqua Dolphin, draw 3, then send to the graveyard. I summon the Dolphin, then I Contact Fuse into Neos Pulse, then I summon that, then I go Miracle Fusion, and then we just go off from there and win the game. As you can see, this deck is just a lot of fun. It is Rush Duels. When Rush Duels first came out, I was not on board, but when they release your favorite archetype into the game, then you just, you know, might as well. But let's get on to the next duel. All right, here we are. We're playing against Red Eyes, it looks like. So this is Meteor Drake. If you have no monsters in your field, you can special summon this card from your hand. Effect, excavate the top 4 cards of your deck. You can add 1 excavated Meteor Dragon or Meteor Flare Fusion to your hand by placing the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So they get the Flare Fusion. They summon the Eclair's Dracon and the Rocket Satellite Medic and pass. So here might go. I just summon the Burstinatrix and Clayman and tribute summon for Neos just because it's 25 body, and I attack the Drake. Then I pass. They tribute summon for the Drake again. They activate the Drake's effect. They didn't get a hit. They summon the Meteorites Dragon's Chick. They get back the Drake and they pass. So I draw 3. I activate the Elemental Circulation, revealing the Mudball Man. Send the Bubble Man, send the Neos to the grave. Then I Contact Fuse. Then I go Miracle Fusion to summon the Mudball Man in defense. I pop the Drake and I attack the Meteorites Chick. They summon the Warrior. They do the effect again. And they get another Flare Fusion. Then they summon this guy, Deadhead, the Man-Feet of Despair. Shuffle 4 monsters from your graveyard into the deck. Destroy 1 face-up level 8 lower monster your opponent's field. Then if you have 6 or more monsters with the same attribute in your graveyard, you can special summon 1 level 7 or lower monster from your opponent's graveyard and face-up on the field. But he shuffles a lot of monsters, so he doesn't. But because I have a big booty, he can't get through. I draw 2. I activate Skyscraper. I activate the Elemental Energy. Draw 3, discard 1. Summon that, but discard that. Didn't know he had that. But Mudball Man gains 1,000 attack, so we're good here. They summon the Alligator's Black Knight. Change 1 face up level 8 lower monster your opponent's controls to face down defense, so they change that, and then they destroy my Aqua Dolphin. Then I activate the 7 ships, discard the Neos, draw 2. Then I just summon and Miracle Fusion. Then Poly for the Flame Wingman, and I just go for game 44 exactly. All right, here we go with the last duel. It is a mirror match. Let's swap. My opponent does the Aqua Dolphin, then just summons Neos. My turn. I draw 3 cards. I activate the ship. Send the Flare Scarab. I activate the Elemental Circulation. Discard the Clayman. Draw 3. Discard 2. Then I play Miracle Fusion to summon the Mudball Man. Then I tribute Burstinatrix Mudball Man. Activate the Rising Heroes effect. Gain 400 attack so I can attack over the Neos and pass. My opponent draws. They activate Miracle Fusion. They summon the Flame Wingman. They send the Clayman to draw. Then they activate double Skyscraper. And that's smart actually, because now next turn they're going to draw 5 cards. They're going to draw a whole new hand. So then I take 625. Then my go, I draw 4. Activate my own Skyscraper. I activate Polymerization to fuse Neos and Aqua Dolphin to make the new Pulse Neos. Pulse Neos effect. Pop is Flame Wingman. Summon the Flare Scarab and attack for 45 and 900. Then my opponent draws 5 cards, activates the elemental circulation, draws 3, summons 2, summons NEOS, sets 1, and attacks my pulse. Draw 5. Here we go. I activate the ship, sending Burstinatrix to draw 1. I activate Miracle Fusion to summon the Burst Wingman effect. Send the top card target itself, target is face down. I'm glad I did target his face down because it was Mirror Force. Then I summon and I go for game. That is it for the video. Rush Duels are actually really fun. Just because I'm telling you, they feel old school but new. You know, at the same time, it's nostalgia but with a twist. They're fun, and I really hope Konami TCG brings them here to the TCG. I mean, they're getting rid of Speed Duels. Speed Duels was an only TCG thing. Everywhere else was Rush Duels. So hopefully that means they're coming. You know, it's just a fun format, and I think a lot of people enjoy it. And the cards too, just how they're set up and everything, look great. But if you like my content, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Neo-Spacian, Migz signing off. Thanks again.